All right, YouTube. This is now your bi-weekly update, since I've not a weekly anymore. It's been a couple weeks, I guess, and the turkeys have to comment. So here's the garden now. Still progressing. We'll start with the potatoes as usual, still doing their thing, and I don't know. I'm trying to keep up with the mound, keeping the dirt around them, but it is what it is. Trying to start on this end because, well, the sun's behind me, as you can see. But we got some green peppers coming in. Pick some peppers. We'll insert some pictures of some of the stuff we've already picked. And we're keeping some of the squirrels and rabbits at bay. And we have some jalapenos. I think I misstated at the very beginning, because I thought we had 4 pepper plants and 2 jalapeno plants, but we had 4 jalapenos and 2 pepper plants. So that was my error. So we have quite a few jalapenos coming in quite directly. The 1 cucumber plant that's probably not going to do anything, but it's holding in there just to show a presence. Tomatoes, getting some tomatoes in already, and progressing there. It's always fun. Keeping the hornworms at bay. Decided just to go with plucking them and just checking them and keeping them off when we find them. It's not like we don't have a pretty bountiful set of tomatoes, so we're just rolling with that. We're not gonna mess with it, if you will, as far as any additives or anything. Still waiting on broccoli and cauliflower, but they're growing. We've been getting tons of zucchini and squash. There's some of our transplanted sunflowers, such as they were, and one of our zucchini is about ready to go. We already pulled 1 squash plant. I think something got to the roots. Probably gonna get that, but we've gotten a lot of zucchini and squash, so it's all good. Watermelon are in the house. This one's gonna be getting close to plucking this weekend. So we're gonna have watermelon here soon, which is good. This hot weather has done them good. They've definitely just watermelon popping up all over the place on there. Cantaloupes waiting. Corn, just getting a few tassels. There's the 1 sunflower. It's getting ready to open up. So the tassels are starting to come in. You can see, so we'll be working on that soon enough. So that's an original plant, and a second planting of corn over here. Everybody wants to comment today. So this will be behind these guys over here. These guys are definitely leading the way with production. And we got different type of watermelon over here. These pumpkin plants coming in, and then we got the main pumpkin plant, the self-started one that's coming in, and it looks like just today or yesterday something started killing it off on the inside here, so I don't know how much riper we'll get these, but we're gonna have pumpkin here pretty soon, and then we'll have these guys to follow up with in a couple months. So staggered pumpkin. A couple little watermelons. It's all good. Progress is looking pretty good. I talked about planting those other plants. I skipped over that, didn't I? Planted a bunch of stuff that we talked about, and nothing's come in hardly. This whole row of carrots hasn't come up. I don't know what happened to it. This whole thing was carrots. Or no, this was radishes. This was carrots. And nothing. It's been 2 weeks. I planted a different type of melon, and I think we've only got 1 of those coming up, 2 of those coming up. They're over here. A different type of melon. I think the squirrel or rabbit got to those. This is the only one left. I planted them by the stick here, and That's the lone survivor, actually. But our beans, we planted beans, 2 rows of beans here set up. So they're going to be climbing pretty soon. We're looking good on that. So that's kind of the update on what's going on there. Hope everybody's doing good and having your own progress. Oh, and the Brussels sprouts, but we're just waiting for them. They don't come in till later, I guess. And they are cooler weather, I was told, so might have to wait till much later, September or something, before something comes of that. But yeah, hope everybody's doing good. We'll insert some pictures of what we've pulled so far and all the excitement, but just doing things, keeping things growing. I don't know, if you're watching the news, it might be a rough go. There's lots of stuff going on as usual, as we've talked about. It's just an everyday occurrence now, something new popping up, it seems like, to get everybody flustered. Like we said from the beginning, you got to do a little bit of everything to be prepared, because this is the stuff that's going to get you through when the really rough times come. And I think we said it a couple months ago. Actually, we said it last year probably. This is the event you're preparing for. This is probably going to be it. What you do now is going to get you through the next 10 years. And how things go out and shake out in the end, how well you come through it, is going to be your ultimate guide to how you did and how you prepped and how you reacted and what you did to get through it. And I don't think anybody should assume it's not gonna be like your great granddaddy's Great Depression. It's just gonna be different. I just take advantage of everything you can, to lessen the blow, to lessen your servitude upon the system. Because that's really the only thing it's ultimately going to be about. I don't think we're going to see any of the, barring a natural cataclysmic disaster, the man-made side is not, I don't think, going to be anything worse than, it'll just be everything going on everywhere at once. It'll be everybody struggling worldwide, because it is going to be that complete, it's going to be that comprehensive. It's not going to be just isolated to Venezuela or Cuba now, or Myanmar, or name your other country that you've heard on the news lately, that, or in the last year, or in the last 10 years. It's going to be for sure everywhere, at some level, until it all shakes out, and we'll see how we build, how we either we try to tear it down and rebuild, or we try to keep it cohesive and keep it going, which is probably not the best answer for most of us. Keeping the current state of affairs in place is not beneficial for 90% of us. It's not even beneficial. It's not even beneficial for 99% of us. It's not. It's like the 0.1% that really grift off the system. Those who can make money out of nothing and without any labor of their own are the real winners, or not even winners. They're beneficiaries of all of it. But that's our progress here on the food side, food production. Now just start thinking about next year too while we're at it. How we're going to relay it out, different foods to plant, when we're going to plant them if we can. This year we planted as early as we thought we could, and we still had the first weekend after we planted almost a hard freeze, but at least it got really, really cold there. So I had to scramble for that. That's just the way you got to flex and deal with it, right? All right, YouTube, thanks for checking in. Thanks for hanging out. We will talk to you all later. Prep hard, live free.